Look at these channels. Millions of views, tens of thousands of subscribers. And here's the crazy part. Some of them are only a few months old. This first channel was created on May 21st, 2026. That's just about 2 months ago. Yet it already has around 68,000 subscribers, only 50 videos, and roughly 7.9 million total views. Now look at this one. Simple thumbnails, simple titles, and once again, a brand new channel. This one was created on April 26, 2026, just about 3 months ago. And in those 3 months, it has reached around 61,000 subscribers, with only 53 videos and 3.7 million views. 3 months, 53 videos, 3.7 million views. That's insane. But here's where things get really interesting. Let's look at the money. The first channel is reportedly making around $8,000 to $10,000 every single month. The second, around $5,000 a month. And the best part, you don't need an expensive camera, you don't need a team, and you don't even need to spend money on software to get started. So, how are these videos actually made? Well, instead of just explaining it, let's build one from scratch. The first thing we need is an idea. And no, I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours trying to come up with something original. There's a much easier way. Before I create anything, I want to know what's already working. So I go straight to the channel's popular videos and start looking for patterns. Specifically, I'm looking for titles that are already getting a lot of views. If one idea worked once, that's interesting. If I see the same type of idea working again and again, now we've got something. So gather as many of those titles as you can and paste them into Notepad, Google Docs, or any text editor. Then add the first prompt I'm showing you here. The prompt basically tells ChatGPT or Claude to analyze the titles you've collected and generate new ideas based on the patterns behind them. And there's an important distinction here. We're not copying somebody else's videos. We're modeling what's already working. You're studying the patterns, then using those patterns to develop your own ideas. Once everything is ready, copy the titles and the prompt. I'm using ChatGPT for this, so we'll head over there, paste everything in, and hit enter. And there we go. I asked for 10 ideas, but ChatGPT actually went beyond that and generated even more ideas based on the same topic. That's exactly what we want. It'll copy these and put them into my Google Doc. We need to choose one. I'm going with The Man Who Almost Conquered Europe. Okay, we've got the idea, but a title isn't a video. Now we need to turn that idea into an actual story. And that's where the second prompt comes in. Here's the second prompt. It'll copy it, add my video title, and send it to ChatGPT. And I'm making all of the prompts used in this video available in the description, so you can follow the exact workflow yourself. Paste it in, and let ChatGPT do its thing. And there we go. We now have our storyboard. But notice something important. It doesn't just give us a script. It also tells us what should happen visually in each scene.
Magic.
That's a big deal, because we're not going to randomly generate 30 images and hope they somehow tell a story. We already know what each scene needs to communicate, so the story is planned. Now we need to turn that plan into visuals. Here's the third prompt. Copy it and send it to ChatGPT. This video is going to be around 30 scenes, so instead of asking ChatGPT to generate everything at once, well, do it in batches. Part 1, scenes 1 to 10. Part 2, scenes 11 to 20, and then the remaining scenes. This keeps everything organized and makes the prompts much easier to work with. Now we're ready to actually create the visuals, and this is where the whole thing starts looking like a real video. Head over to Google Flow. This is where we'll create and animate the images. First, set your agents exactly as you see on my screen. The goal here is simply to manage your credits properly. Once that's done, come back to ChatGPT. Grab scene 1. We have the master prompt and the individual scene prompt. Copy both. Now head back to Google Flow and paste them in. Submit it, and give it a moment. There it is. Honestly, that's pretty much exactly what we wanted. Now let's do scene 2. Copy the scene prompt. Head back to Flow. Paste the scene prompt. Then put the master prompt underneath it. Submit. And there we go. That's the process. You don't need to watch me paste 30 prompts one by one, so we'll run through the remaining scenes and come back once all the images are ready. And just like that, we have our visuals. But they're still images. So let's bring them to life. Head back to ChatGPT and grab the image to animation prompt for scene 1. Then go to the scene 1 image. Click the 3 dots and select Add to Prompt. Before generating, Make sure the frame ratio is 16:9 and one result per prompt is selected. Everything's ready. Paste the animation prompt and generate. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's actually pretty good, and we've got a 10-second animation. Exactly what we need. Let's do scene 2. Go to the second image. Click Add to Prompt. Paste the animation prompt. Submit. And there you go. The same process works for the remaining scenes, so we'll quickly animate those and move on. Because at this point, we've got the visuals, we've got the animation. Now we need something that actually makes all of this feel like a story. First, we need the narration. So we'll go back to ChatGPT and ask it to extract the script from the storyboard and format it specifically for voiceover. Once that's done, copy the finished script. And now we can create the voice. I'm going to use Noise AI. It's completely free to use at the moment. Choose a voice that matches the type of video you're making. Since this is a historical story, I want something deeper and more narrative. I'm going with the creator. Select the voice. Click Speak It and generate. Let's hear it.
There was once a man so powerful that kings feared his name. A man who rose from humble beginnings to become Emperor of France.
That's a pretty good fit for history and storytelling. Now we're missing one thing. Music. For this, I'll use Mixkit. I'm looking for something dramatic that fits the historical tone without overpowering the narration. Something like this. Yep, that works. So now we've got everything. The visuals, the animation, the voiceover, the music. There's only one thing left. Open CapCut, or whatever editing software you prefer. Import all your assets. It'll drag everything into the project. First, put the voiceover on the timeline. Then add Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, and continue in order. Once the visuals are in place, add the background music. Then add captions. And now, we have a complete faceless history video. No expensive software, no expensive equipment. And using the tools we've just gone through, you can build the entire workflow for free. But before you leave, I've got something that can save you a lot of research time. I've compiled a free list of 40 monetized faceless YouTube channels with simple content frameworks that you can study, model, and improve for your own channel. If you want the list, you'll find it linked in the description. And if you want me to break down another faceless channel like this, including the niche, video format, thumbnails, and how I recreate the workflow, tell me which niche you want to see next in the comments.
There was once a man so powerful that kings feared his name. A man who rose from humble beginnings to become Emperor of France. Within a few short years, he would reshape Europe forever. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who almost conquered Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte was not born into wealth or royalty. He entered the world on the 15th of August, 1769, on the Mediterranean island of Corsica, only months after France had taken control of the island from the Republic of Genoa. No one could have imagined that this young boy would one day command armies, rule an empire, and leave a mark on history that would endure for centuries.